everybody? My name is jeaninafilipina and you are watching Pretty Girl Gang TV, where we do nothing but conduct pretty girl business. Okay?
Diamonds on my neck, chrome drop top.
You guys can't tell by the title of this video, we are going to be doing a Sephora VIB haul. I am super excited to do this haul. I am a huge Sephora fan. I go nowhere but Sephora, okay? And I'm telling you, trust me, I know this video is late, okay? Because the sale was over May 6th. I am tardy to the party. Your girl is late, okay? But it's not my fault, honey. It's not my fault. Sephora took forever to ship my online order. I did 3 separate orders, 2 in store, 1 online, and even though I'm Rouge and get the flash shipping, Lord Jesus, it took them forever to ship my order out. I finally got my order, so if you guys are interested in what I bought for the Sephora VIB sale, go ahead and keep on. Gotta get my receipts together. Gotta get the receipts and my little notes, because I know you guys are going to want to know the prices, okay? Because that's the reason why I shop the Sephora sale, so I can get me a good deal, so I can save me some coin, okay? So if you guys don't know, the Sephora VIB sale comes around twice a year. If you are Rouge, you will get 20% off. If you are a VIB Insider, you'll get 15%. And if you are the 3rd tier, I believe it's just Beauty Insider, you'll get 10% off. Now, a lot of people use the Sephora VIB sale different ways. I use it in order to try new items. I know a lot of people that use it to restock on their items, but I feel like some things at Sephora are very, very expensive, girl. Like, they have some brands there that are really expensive, and you know, I'm not rich. I got a little coin, but the point is to save your coin, you know. So I use the VIB Rouge sale to get 20% off and try new items. So without further ado, let's get right into this haul. So we're going to break this haul down in 3 sections because I did order from Sephora 3 different times. So this will be the online section. These are all the things that I got online. We'll start with them first. So the first item I got that was on my list was Fenty Beauty's Diamond Bomb Body Highlighter. I don't know if you guys can see it. I originally saw this when I walked into Sephora a while back when it first came out. I am all about body shimmer and body highlight, okay? I love to be glowing from the moon, girl. So when she came out with this, I was like, I got to get this. But it's a whole $30, a little much, but it's Fenty Beauty and it's pretty good. So let's go ahead and open it and see. And I'll do a little swatch for you guys. The packaging, girl, the packaging is always so good. Rihanna always does great with this packaging. I love this little hexagon and these little shimmers. Okay, let's open her up. This is how she looks. I don't want to blind you guys with my lighting in my mirror. And do a little swatch. It's very silky and soft, very. I don't know if you guys can see that, but ooh, shimmery, girl. We about to be looking shimmery this summer. The next thing I purchased was from Natasha Denona. Now, Natasha Denona is known to be super expensive, girl. Like, every time she comes out with something, I love it, but it's just so expensive. So, of course, I waited for the sale to get her Diamond Blush Palette. Okay, for some reason, I have been on this blush tip where I just been trying all kinds of blushes and wearing blushes. So I decided to get this one. Now, she had 2 different ones come out. This one is the Darya version, and then she had another one, I think it was called like Sunlight. It had a very yellow blush. The Sunlight one, I believe, was more for brown skin girls like me and my tone. But I decided to get the Darya because I like the colors. I feel like the other blush palette, I had colors already in. Let's go ahead and open it and see. So it has a really big mirror, and these are her blushes. So the thing about this palette is the top is cream and the bottom are powders, and it has this little window You can see that separates it and keeps it all together. And the reason why I chose this palette over the one that was supposed to be for my skin tone was because of these colors. I really like this purple color. I'm really into pinks. So that's the reason why I chose this one. And also do a little swatch. Let's do a little swatch. Just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Like, now, I'm gonna swatch this purple color here because that's the one I'm really interested in. Look at this. Like, girl, I am in love with that glow, that shimmer. Like, can you imagine that? And then you put like another blush on top. It's just gonna look beautiful. Like I said, Natasha, Denona, her palettes and her items like are so great. The quality is good, the colors are good. It's just that she's so expensive. Her price point is so expensive. So anyway, on to the next. The next item I got online was from Tatcha, and it's their Tatcha Silk Primer, the mini version. I already own this. I don't own the full size. The full size is 56 and this one was 25. I go with the 25 version because I just feel like $56 for a primer. Bro, every time I say $56, I just be touching my chest because I'm telling you, it gives me a heart attack. Like my heart is ready, but my wallet is like not ready for that smoke. So the $25 one works just fine for me. I'll pull it out so you guys can see the size. With Tatcha Silk Primer, you don't really need a lot to use. So I feel like the 25 mini version lasts me a very long time. I think I ran out of my first one maybe in like 5 months. So that's how she looks. She's like a universal color, I believe. Best primer ever. And I will say that, like, this, I own a lot of primers and I feel like this primer is the best. Even for oily skin, this primer is good. You're good. That concludes my online order. Let's go ahead and move on to one of my in-store purchases. I know the online order was short and sweet. Now the in-store purchases aren't gonna be so easy. So the first thing I got in store was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Setting Spray. I had no idea that Anastasia Beverly Hills came out with this setting spray. Like, I don't know what rock that I've been living under the past few days, but I had no idea they came out with this. So here's the packaging. Now, I have a lot of setting sprays also, but I don't own any dewy setting sprays. See, I am an oily girl, so I like matte setting sprays. I typically use the Becca Cosmetics Slay setting spray because it really does mattify it. So I feel like this one I would use just for meshing it all together, not so much setting it. It also has shimmers in here. Now, you guys know I'm a shimmer girl, so anything shimmer we gonna buy. So here's the packaging. Really nice. Let's see. Let's try it. I tried it in store and it did show like some shimmers in there. Ooh. Girl. Okay, so you gotta slide this back in order to open it. You see that? Girl, because I'm having difficulties. So let's spray it. Ooh. It's a nice mist. It smells, you know what this reminds me of? It smells like Too Faced's Hangover RX Primer. I do use that, the primer water from Too Faced. I do use that. So this reminds me of that, the smell of it. Now, here's my arm without any setting spray on it, right? So let's spray. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has little specks of like gold glitter in it. And I'm feeling that. I'm all for it. So that's that. Next I got was the Rihanna Fenty Beauty Stalkr bronzer. Okay, now a little backstory on this. I am not a bronzer girl, okay? I definitely just do contour and that's it. I didn't even know the difference between contour and bronzer until Rihanna came out with these. And when she did, I was just like, okay, the hype is real. I gotta go get me one. So I went in store, tried some colors, and ended up with Coco Naughty. Here's the color right here, and I'll open it for you guys so you can see. So same little hexagon packaging. It's just like a bronze type. And I'll swatch the color for you guys so you guys can see. So here's the color. I'll swatch it right here. Now it's a little warm. I did feel like I should have purchased the last shade. Now this is the second to last shade that she had. The last shade I believe was called Mocha Mommy. The problem with Mocha Mommy was that it was so red. Now I am a yellow tone or cool tone. I am a yellow tone or cool tone girl. I never use anything that has red or orange in it. So I just felt like it was so red, it was so orange, and that's just not the tea on me. But I feel like that if it wasn't red, it would have been a great bronzer also. Ever since Rihanna started coming out with these bronzers, I've been seeing like tutorials on how to use bronzers. So I've been kind of like, you know, into bronzing. So hopefully this will help your girl out because I am trying to step up my makeup game. Okay, stepping up my makeup game, girl. I mentioned the bronzer was $30 from Rihanna. Speaking of bronzers, the next thing I got was also another bronzer from a brand that I don't really reach for, which is Too Faced. Now Too Faced, don't get me wrong, they have some really good stuff like for, to me, cute teeny bopper type of things that smell like peaches and chocolate. But Too Faced is a brand that I really don't reach for. I do have their primer, their Hangover RX primer and setting spray. But other than that, you know, Too Faced is something that, you know, I don't really mess with. So given this whole bronzer tip, okay, I decided to try more bronzers. So this is a bronzer from Too Faced called the Soleil Gold Chocolate Bronzer. And it smells like chocolate because, you know, Too Faced is known for that, having everything smell like peaches and chocolate, okay? This is the packaging. Too Faced always has really cute packaging too, I'll say. Now, this bronzer has a little bit of shimmer in it, and I guess that's a pretty common thing, that bronzers have shimmers in it. Rihanna's Coco Naughty does not have shimmer in it. So let's swatch this bronzer. This is more of a cool tone bronzer. I'm not sure if I can actually use this at all. I don't know if you can see it. So here's a swatch of this bronzer on me. You see, it's almost my skin tone. So I don't know, maybe I can use it as like a little setting powder that can give me like a little shimmer, or I don't know, we'll play with that and see what's going on. I just wanted to try some bronzers since Rihanna's like got this bronzer hype thing. Speaking of Too Faced, my next items are from Too Faced again. They are their Born This Way concealer. I got it in two colors, warm sand and sand. Now, I watched a video that Jeanina did. She did a full face video of Too Faced because we all know that she helped Too Faced expand their Born This Way foundation range. She did a full face on Too Faced, and I'm telling you, these concealers had me shook. Okay, so when the sale started, I went into store to try them, and my all-time favorite concealer is from Tarte Shape Tape, and I believe I use sand and warm sand for them also. I love the formula of that concealer. My second favorite concealer would be NARS Creamy Radiant, but I'm an all-time Shape Tape girl. Now, the formula for Shape Tape is unbeaten. Like, it's thick, it's full coverage, it stays put on your face. And when I tried these concealers, it reminded me of that concealer, of Tarte Shape Tape concealer. And so I was like, shook, girl. I didn't expect that from Too Faced. Now, I will give you guys a little swatch so you can see the color of these concealers. Here's the packaging of the two concealers out of the box. And it's a lot of product, as you can see. Like, this is a whole lot of product. And the concealers were actually, let's check the receipt, girl. So the concealers were actually $29 each. I believe Tarte Shape Tape concealer are $27. I'm not sure of the ounces you get in Tarte Shape Tape, but the ounces you get for this concealer looks to be 50. So 15 mLs is what it says, and that's a good amount. As you can see, it's pretty big. So let's go ahead and swatch them. We have Warm Sand. Warm Sand. I don't know if you can see it. Warm Sand. I like my highlights, or I like my concealers very light. I've been on that bold concealer thing lately, or that bold highlight thing lately. And this one's Sand. So that's Warm Sand, and that's Sand. And the formula is very creamy, it's very thick. So I feel like these were an actual good purchase. The next item I actually purchased is not a makeup item, it is actually a skincare item, and it is the Fresh Beauty Rose Facial Hydration Toner. Now this is the mini size. The mini size is $25. The full size I believe was actually almost $90, like super expensive. So of course I'm gonna go ahead and try the mini size first. Now I am a French beauty person. Most of my skincare items from Sephora are French. They are from Caudalie. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Caudalie. I love their products, so this is going to be my first time trying a Fresh Beauty product, so I'm excited about that. The next and final item for this first store run is the Becca and KhloeXMalika collaboration. Now, girl, trust me, I am not a Kardashian fan, okay? I'm not saying that I hate the Kardashians. I'm not saying that I love the Kardashians. I am just living my life, and the Kardashians don't really interest me at all. So when I saw this, I was shocked because I did not know that Khloe and Malika actually came out with the collab. If you guys don't know, Malika is Khloe Kardashian's best friend. Becca Cosmetics is not something that I've ever reached for. I don't have any products with Becca Cosmetics, but I've heard that Becca Cosmetics highlighters are superb. And this is actually a highlighter palette. Well, let's see. They are calling it a bronze, blush, and glow palette. But it looks like a highlighter palette to me. So I'll open it and show you guys. This is the packaging. This is how it looks. Very bright, silvery. So there was actually two different styles. So this one is the Malika style. Malika is more of a woman that is about my skin tone. So of course I went with her side. These are the shades that came with her palette. Now, what interested me about this palette was mostly the orange one. Now we'll swatch this orange one for you. I don't know if you guys can, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick up these shimmers, but that's her swatch. Like, that orange really impressed me, I will say. And it's a new item. I've never gotten anything from Becca, so go ahead and try it. Before I move on to my next few purchases, I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that the Khloe Kardashian times Malika Becca palette was $44 plus the 20% off, so it was a little less. So I feel like that was a steal. In order to try something different from a whole new brand that I've never done before, that was pretty good. My next item is something that I feel like YouTube has totally hyped up. I have seen all the big beauty influencers hype up this primer. Now this is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, okay? This is her. Now this primer has very crazy ingredients. We have aloe water, cherry blossom, hyaluronic acid, hemp-derived cannabis, and I don't know what it is about the cannabis hype. I've been seeing a lot of products come out with cannabis items. It's supposed to be very good for your skin. This primer was actually $6, and with my discount I did get $6 off with it. So this primer is supposed to be clear. When I swatched it in store, it was clear, but inside of the bottle, as you can see, it's like a green type of color. And it's actually a gel consistency. It feels very cool. I haven't played with it yet, so we'll see. Down to the last items, down to the wire, girl. We are almost finished. So my last few purchases that I made were both from Hourglass Cosmetics. Now, I don't have anything from Hourglass Cosmetics. Hourglass Cosmetics is actually very expensive also. I got their Ambient lighting palette and another Ambient lighting powder by itself individually. So this is the palette and this is the individual one. Now, if you don't know about these Ambient lighting palettes, you're not alone, because I just recently got up on game on these, girl. I just got my makeup done professionally from someone to go to an event, and they actually use these on me. Now, these are not highlighters, they're more of a finishing powder. Well, at least my makeup artist used them on me as a finishing powder. It just kind of gives you that luminous J-Glow, Lupita Nyong'o glowy look after you've completed your foundation and powder and everything. So these are the colors for the palette. There are 3 colors. The palette was actually, let me see, $64. So that is a lot of money. And I will say Hourglass Ambient Lightings would be an investment. For the Ambient Lighting individual powder, I got the color Luminous Light, and it's very shimmery, I will say. It looks kind of scary, the color, especially for me as a brown skin girl, but I'm telling you, the claims for Hourglass say that these are universally used for any shade, and I will testify to that. So I'll go ahead and swatch it for you so you can see what I'm saying. It's very shimmery and luminous. So there you go. It looks a little bit ashy on camera because of the lighting, but if you can see what I see, it's very silky, very finely milled, very shimmery and luminous. It just gives you that good glow in different lightings. Now the individual lighting powder was actually $48, so that is expensive also. But like I said, it's something that will definitely take your makeup game to a new level. Ooh, child, that concludes my haul. I am truly a shopaholic, okay? But anyway, I did want to share with you guys some of my rewards. So I got a Sephora bag, another Sephora bag, but it's actually a tote. Some of these things I've never seen before. Like, I've never seen this Sephora tote, so I was happy to get this. So I got this tote, and I also used 500 points in order to get the Caudalie gift set. Like I said earlier, I do love Caudalie skincare products. So when they came out with this for rewards, it was 500 points. I could not resist but to get it. So I just want to thank you guys for being here and watching my haul. If you guys like me and you want to be a part of the Pretty Girl gang, go ahead and subscribe, leave your girl a like or a comment, and I'll talk to you guys later.